The only way to reach the monastery of Mar Musa, or St. Moses the Ethiopian, is on foot. Those who make it this far are received with open arms regardless of their faith. People come here to spend a day, months, or even years in meditation, study, and prayer. No wonder that the small resident community, a fine example of fraternal heterogeneity, is in a state of constant flux. An important Syrian Orthodox monastery for centuries, in the 19th century, Mar Musa changed hands and eventually fell into ruin. Now, run by the Italian Jesuit who was the power behind the renovation work, it's become a place of ecumenical hospitality to enhance the mutual understanding that embraces all Christians, no matter which confession they belong to, and to extend it to include Muslims and followers of other religions. Tradition says that the monastery was founded by an Ethiopian who traveled through Egypt and Palestine and settled in Syria, where he lived as a hermit and died a martyr. Mar Musa's position makes it an impregnable fortress, but appearances can be deceiving. It's open to all people of goodwill who can make the long and arduous 800-meter climb. In the end, we had to use the community's special transportation for our camera equipment. The terrain around the monastery is barren and inhospitable, traversed by tracks that are as difficult as the proverbial path to heaven. Only four-footed climbers negotiate them with dexterity and arrogant indifference. Newly arrived guests are given the grand tour by the community's young priest. Down below, the desert stretches eastwards as far as the eye can see. Among the many interesting sights are the caves where the monks once lived. Rain collected in large cisterns was their only source of water. Some of the caves have been converted into cells to host guests. Recently, the number of visitors has been growing steadily, and the construction of additional guest quarters is already underway. The monastery dates from the 4th century, but it took on its current shape in the 15th century when it became an important Syrian Orthodox cenobion. In 1982, it was in a seemingly irreversible state of ruin. Rebuilding has been a long and difficult task, financed by a school of restorers through a cooperative venture of Italian professors and local students. Most of the medieval frescoes have been saved, and it's hoped that even more will be recovered in the future. Among the frescoes, a large Last Judgment occupies the entire west wall. Precious manuscripts, part of the heritage of the Syriac Christians, have also been saved and restored, as well as Arabic inscriptions in a Syriac context. Fine examples of the Arabization of the Aramean Christians in the 11th century, and of a profound and wholehearted Christian participation in Arab culture. In fact, small groups of Arab pre-Islamic Christians, the result of 14 centuries of side-by-side coexistence, are still today Christians within a church based on the Syriac culture. Thus, the renovated monastery now safeguards a historic, cultural, and spiritual heritage within the greater scheme of Christianity as a whole.